Welcome to the 2025 NASCAR Memorial Day weekend races at Charlotte Motor Speedway from May 23rd to the 25th. This weekend is the Cup Series Coke 600, Xfinity Series BetMGM 300, Truck Series North Carolina Education Lottery 200, and the Arca Series General Tire 150. Fan favorite Garrett Mitchell, aka Cletus McFarland, is entered in the race and will most likely bring in a decent television audience for that event. Last Saturday, in the Truck Series Window World 250 at North Wilkesboro, in overtime, Corey Heim and Lane Riggs were battling for the lead. When Riggs got into Heim would spin around and finish 17th. Chandler Smith would take the lead and win the race, leading only one lap in the entire race. He was the second best driver on the day behind Heim, in my opinion. He was definitely in the right place at the right time for his second win of the season. Lane Riggs was second, and Tyler Ankrum third. Corey Heim, Chandler Smith with his second win on the season, and Daniel Hemrick are your top three in the standings. Even though Lane Riggs is eighth, I see him being much higher by the end of the season. Last Sunday in the All-Star race, with 10 laps to go, Christopher Bell moved Joey Logano up the track to take the lead. Prior to that move, Logano had led 139 laps. Bell would end up leading 39 laps total and get the win. The racing was great last weekend. Of course, Joey Logano didn't like the move Bell made, but the guys in the booth were saying that Bell needed to move him up the track in order to get the lead. Bell even said that he has seen Logano make that kind of move before. Hopefully they can make North Wilkesboro a points race in the future, if not next year. Joey Logano was second, and Ross Chastain third. We have a full schedule on Friday with the Arca Menards Series and the Craftsman Truck Series. The events start at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time with Arca practice and qualifying at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. No coverage of those events. Truck practice is at 3:35 p.m. Eastern Time and qualifying is at 4:40 p.m. Eastern Time on FS2. The Arca General Tire 150 is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. The final event on Friday is the Truck Series North Carolina Education Lottery 200 on FS1. Xfinity practice is on Saturday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern Time with qualifying at 12:10 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW app. We are now in 1 month of the season where the Cup Series is on prime full time, with practice at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by qualifying at 2:40 p.m. Eastern Time, all on Prime Video. The Xfinity Series BetMGM 300 is at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW. That is all for Saturday. The last event for the Memorial Day weekend is the Coca-Cola 600 at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday on Prime Video. The weather for the weekend in Charlotte calls for highs in the mid-70s each day with only a 30% chance of showers on Sunday night. This is as of Tuesday's forecast. In the 2024 Truck Series North Carolina Education Lottery 200, Nick Sanchez would take the lead from Corey Heim with 9 laps to go and hold on for the win. Corey Heim led a race-high 72 laps to finish second, only to be disqualified in post-race inspections with 3 loose lug nuts, dropping him to last place. Stuart Friesen moved to second, and Grant Enfinger third. In the 2025 Truck Series North Carolina Education Lottery 200, Corey Heim is my pick to win this year. Heim has averaged a second-place finish over the 1.5-mile races this year, winning at Las Vegas and Texas. Due to a disqualification at Kansas, Heim moved up to get third on the most recent 1.5-mile track. Currently first in the standings and the dominant truck driver this year with 3 wins, Heim also finished second in the 2023 race at Charlotte. Lane Riggs is my first wild card, coming off a second-place finish at North Wilkesboro. There is no doubt that Corey Heim will want him to be in his rear view all day long. Riggs was second at the last 1.5-mile track, Kansas, but a post-race disqualification moved him to last place. Riggs has been driving well as of late, and I expect more of the same on Friday. A win is coming soon for Riggs this season, maybe even on Friday night. The final wild card is Kyle Busch. Although he had a rough race at North Wilkesboro, finishing 9th, you never count him out in the Truck Series. With one truck win on the season at Atlanta and 67 career truck wins, it will be fun to see Heim and Busch go head-to-head on Friday. In the 2024 Xfinity Series BetMGM at Charlotte Motor Speedway, Cup driver Chase Elliott was your winner. Brandon Jones second, and Sammy Smith third. In the 2025 Xfinity Series BetMGM 300, Justin Allgaier is my pick to win. Allgaier has one win in 2023 at this race. This season, Allgaier has won 2 of the 3 1.5-mile tracks this season. On the most recent 1.5-mile track, he finished 35th due to an accident. With that dominance on this size of track this season, I don't see any reason for him to not continue that dominance on Saturday. First Xfinity wildcard is Sam Mayer. On 1.5-mile tracks this season, Mayer finished 3rd at Las Vegas, 2nd at Homestead, and 5th at Texas for an average finish of 4th. His first win of the season is coming soon in my opinion. The final wildcard is Jesse Love. Love has an 8th place finish on 1.5-mile tracks this season. His best finish was 3rd at Las Vegas on the season for this size track. With 1 win on the season and 4th in the standings, I think Love is in a good spot for a championship run this year. I will keep my fingers crossed that he has a good race on Saturday. In the 2024 Coke 600, it was raining when Kyle Larson made it to the track from the Indy 500. Only 249 of the 400 laps were run, and this is how Christopher Bell found out he won the race.
Can the boys in the booth hear me right now?
Yes.
Can they?
Yes.
Yes, you're shaking your head, yes. So I'm literally on the couch, like half asleep, right? And we're going through this radioactive stuff, and I am already like mentally prepared to go racing. And then all of a sudden we come on, we see Mike Harvick and Clint in the booth, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? They start talking, and I'm like, what? And the phone goes off and say they called it.
Brad Keselowski second, and William Byron third. In the 2025 Coke 600, even though Kyle Larson has won 2 of the 4 1.5-mile races this season, it will be a tough task to win this race after driving in the Indy 500. So for that reason, Denny Hamlin is my predicted winner for the race. Hamlin got his first win at this track in 2022 in the Coke 600. Even though he is 7th in the standings, Hamlin has 2 wins on the season. I think he can get it done on Sunday. The first wild card is the winner from last year, Christopher Bell. On 1.5-mile tracks this season, Bell had less than expected results on the first 2 1.5-mile tracks after winning 3 straight races early in the season. Bell has bounced back over the last 2 races, finishing 2nd at Kansas and 1st in the All-Star race. Bell is currently 3rd in the standings behind William Byron and leader Kyle Larson. The final wild card is William Byron. Byron has the 2nd best average finish at Charlotte amongst active drivers at 7.8. Although he has not won at this track, Byron has 3 wins on 1.5-mile tracks: Homestead, Texas, and Las Vegas. Byron is 2nd in the driver standings with 1 win, and I think he needs more wins to stay at the top this season. Could he get his 2nd win on Sunday? Tune into Prime Video on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time to find out. This is the part of the season where we switch from Fox to Prime Video for a month. I hope it doesn't get confusing on where and how to watch NASCAR this summer. Let me know who you have winning in any of these races this weekend. And as always, thanks for watching.